everyone, welcome back to Rebecca's Carving Arts and Crafts. Sorry, I've just remembered that I actually do have my phone charger out here, and I was too lazy to go and get it before. Just realised I've got it, and I need to put my phone on charge. But yeah, welcome back to the live stream. I'm just trying to get things set up here. I did do a little bit off camera, as you can probably tell. I've done a little bit off the camera. The other magnet that I was using actually had the back come off it, so I need to stick the back on with the glue. But yeah. I hope everyone's day is going well anyway. Why did I put that away right now when I still need it to put the stuff back in after the wax? The wax? Not the max, the wax. As you can tell, I've done a little bit off camera here. I'm going to work on my greens now. I've got J, I know that colour. Love that green. $71, $470, that's K and L. We got $432. Or $732, not $432, $732. $832 we've got too. $33.46 we've got. $937 we've got. No 935s. And no 934, from what I can tell. And yes, I've got the infamous pink Diamond Art Club tweezers, which everyone's after. I've got a few sets of them, honestly, and I love the pink tweezers. They're my favourites. Helps that it's my favourite colour as well. I'm so grateful that I've gotten a few of them in the time that I've been doing stuff. I'm just taking a picture of them. Yeah. Hi Vanessa, welcome to the stream. Nearly the weekend. Nearly the weekend for everyone else. It is the weekend for me. It is. How are you, Vanessa? I hope you're well. I'm fine, thanks. How are you doing? one I was had another vent the other night, which is why a lot of the live streams lately have actually been deleted. It's 3 live streams that I've deleted just because of the details and stuff that I was talking about on it, and I sort of didn't want to keep those ones because if someone that I knew or whatever, or that Mum knew, was watching, I just didn't want anything to come out from that in a conversation with my mum and stuff, so I decided to delete the streams for my anonymity kind of thing. Anonymity or whatever it is. I can't say the word right now, but yeah, so I decided to delete those streams. And yeah, I'm just working on trying to get back on top of things. I was feeling a bit better about things till I was talking with my mum earlier and she brought up my finances again, but all good, we're not going to go into that. We're not. I'm just going to keep trying to block all that stuff out and keep trying to move forwards and not let the stress and anxiety and worry and everything ruin my enjoyment of things or my ability to do things or any of that. I just want to make the most of myself, and I can't say that anxiety attacks and that won't happen again in the future. I'm certain they will, but I'm hoping that with time and practice and working on things that they won't affect me as badly as they have been with the anxiety/PTSD stuff. So I fully intend on trying to keep moving forwards with my life and trying to kick out the bad and just keep the good. And try and keep working on a shield thing to block out when the bad stuff is happening, not just with people in general in life. So yeah, nice progress there, thanks. As I said, I've done 3 live streams I've deleted with the progress that I've been working on kind of thing. So yeah, hopefully the dogs don't get poured on while they're out there. The backyard's a mud puddle. It is. Because our backyard, when it rains, it was already wet, but the backyard, when it rains, it just builds up water and just floods out there. But so I've decided I'm going to keep working hard like I am with Holly and with the assistance dog stuff, and I'm going to keep working hard and keep trying to move forwards with my life and not let things affect me as much as they have been. Also found out, I spoke to Holly's breeder today and she said it's with what's going on with Holly, all of it is to do with basically Holly is going through another, learning / basically growing up stage, and I've just got to keep on top of the behaviours and stuff like that. And because the trainer that I did have coming here, I've been trying to get onto her, but she hasn't been getting back to me and all the rest. And so the assistance dog trainer, she's gone and gotten in contact with someone to do with them coming to help me. And they've tried contacting me tonight, but I still haven't heard back from my support coordinator as to if my funding can be used towards that, because I don't have any funds to pay for sessions at this point, and I don't want to gain any more debt than I've already got, kind of thing, because I've already got so much debt, and so I'm not going to be able to do anything till I can actually get onto them and find out if I can use a bit of my funding towards those sessions to help me and Holly with moving forwards through this next growth stage kind of thing. because I just need a bit of help to help me be able to keep moving through it. If that makes sense. Hopefully it does. But yeah, so... And they tried contacting me tonight, and it's like I haven't even been able to get onto the person to check if I'm able to get them to charge for that, because the other trainer is no longer getting back to me or contacting me or getting back in touch or any of that. So it's like, hopefully it'll all work out so that I can get a little bit of help with getting Holly through this next life stage and the current behaviours that she's doing because of it. And I just got to keep getting on top of things as much as possible when she does them. Yeah, I'm trying to make progress anyway with this piece. I did a little bit off camera as well today. But yeah, I'm expecting mud paw prints, getting mud all through the kitchen area here just because of the flooded backyard, and it's turned into mud slush. It has. I've done a good job gathering dog hair on this one. I have dog hair and my hair. Congratulations, me! Lucky a lot of the time it doesn't really affect much if you just stick the things over the dog hair. But yeah, I'm doing as well as I can be anyway, and I'm just trying to kick out the anxiety stuff and move forwards with things. Oh yeah, I'm just trying to work on moving forwards with my life regardless. I am. And working on learning things so that I can not have things affect me as much, and I can keep living my life, enjoying life, moving forwards with my life, not have things ruin my life, all the rest. So, yeah, I have every intention of just keeping on working on all of that stuff. I do, because I don't want to let this stuff rule my life anymore or ruin my life anymore. And there goes Lily barking. Again. I better go and sort that out. I will be back right in a minute. Yeah, there he goes. Hey, Holly, what are you doing now? You're going to put more mud everywhere. Yeah, okay, thank you for that. I got a bit of a cleaning job to do in this kitchen once the rain and stuff settles. I do. You're doing well. Everything is going to be alright, I'm sure of it. I finished the first part of the 18,000 piece puzzle. Nice, congratulations. Happy for you. I was just leaning over trying to look at this and got dizzy. Oh good, I don't want to faint right now, thank you very much. I don't want to. I will pass on the fainting at this point, thank you. You behave, little lady. Yeah, what are you doing? You're bringing your toy. Not playtime right now. Not. Oh, hello, Lils. Hey, Holly. Why is it whenever I start diamond painting or crafts or puzzles or something, the dogs want to play? Other times they're happy sitting around not doing much, but I start this stuff and then they want to play. And then sometimes I have to put them in the crate, Holly in the crate, because they start banging the laptop and causing that flickering thing and all the rest. It's like they just choose the wrong times to want to do stuff. It's like kids. The minute you're busy doing something, they want to do things. Ellie's going well. Still got her insecurities and things about the neighbours and that, but she's come out of her shell a bit with Holly here. She has. And right now they both want to play, and I'm not wanting to play right at this point. I have to keep an eye on them, but if they start banging around the trolley with the laptop on it, I'm going to have to put Holly in her crate probably. Or if Holly starts getting into too much stuff. Last thing you need is me constantly going, Holly, Lily! Cracking it at them. Where's Prince? In my bedroom. He's going to come out soon, but I was just waiting to get space where I knew I wouldn't stick his fur to the canvas. Because I don't want him to lose his fur. So I was just waiting for me to get no sticky spaces up this end, and then he was going to come out for a visit. So he's just in my bed at the moment, but he'll be coming out once I get that sticky area covered. Because he's lost enough of his fur with me just cuddling him. I don't want him to lose more by getting him stuck on a canvas. So what do they choose to bump it up against instead? My wheelchair. They decide to play against my wheelchair. But yeah, Prince will be coming out for a visit once I get some of this sticky area out of the way. He will. If you see me going bang, 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 forwards and back, it's just because the dogs have decided to play against my wheelchair. Hey, girls. I love you both. What are you doing, Holly? But yeah, Princey's currently in my bedroom. I just haven't had a big enough space to fit him and the stuff I need for the diamond painting stuff without risking him getting his fur ripped out, and I didn't want that. But you'll see Prince eventually. Everyone keeps saying he's the mascot for my channel. Now they always want to see him out. But it's sometimes hard when I don't want him to get glue stuck on him. When I don't want his fur getting ripped off. Holly, settle! Hey! Settle! 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 Thank you. You settle. You're a good girl, but you drive me bonkers sometimes. This is annoying. I start the live stream, then I start getting a dizzy spell. Blah. How annoying. Hey, Lils. Oh, great. Thanks, Lils. Lily just came and sat next to me and let one rip. Oh, here I was thinking she was being snuggly and noticing that I'm getting dizzy and that, and she sits there and lets one rip. Oh, thanks, Lils. Cheeky butt. I love you both, but I don't appreciate them being let rip underneath my nose. You two be good. Oh, yeah. Oh, getting a bit of humour in the stream tonight, thanks to the dogs. Hey. If you hear that, that's Holly. She's trying to get Lils to play. Hey, no fighting properly. Calm down. Calm down. Hey. Hey. Calm. Calm. Calm down. Settle. Hey. Settle. Hey. Settle. Are you encouraging it, Lils? What? What? bone in again. You calm down. Holly, calm down. Sorry, Lil. You calm down and don't do that again. Come on, be a good girl. I'm giving you a chance to prove you can be out while I'm diamond painting. Okay. Holly still hasn't learnt the notion when I'm doing this. She can't be rambunctious and all over the place. She still hasn't learnt that fully yet. Don't you dare be naughty. Yeah, that's alright. Dogs. Don't you dare. You two be good. I'm going to put you out the backyard for now. Okay. I'm going to put them out the backyard for now. That way they're not getting into everything whilst I'm trying to do something. Oh, I'm trying to do this. Holly still hasn't learned to completely settle yet. Hey? Have you? Come on. Let's go. Out you go. Come on, you two. Come on. Go on. Let's go. Come on. You gonna go out? Good girl. Thank you. Excuse me there. I just had to deal with the puppers. I do that every single time I try to sit down and live stream. It's like Lily will kind of settle and just sit calmly, but Holly, she still hasn't learnt that times when I'm doing my stuff that she needs to sit calmly and settle, and like she'll sort of get into try playing with Lils, and then she'll want to play with me, and then she might settle eventually, but I'm still teaching her to settle whilst I do my stuff. And she still hasn't fully learnt that yet. She still hasn't. So I'm still trying to teach her to settle when I'm doing my things. So typically right now I throw them out in the backyard whilst I go and continue to live stream, because I don't want to have Holly stuck in the crate all the time. Like, I had them in there a bit before because I was considering going to bed, but then when I thought I might live stream, I thought, well, I'll get them out whilst I do that, because Holly needs to learn to sort of settle whilst I do things anyway, but also because then even if I sleep in a bit tomorrow, it's not as much of an issue kind of thing. Like they're sort of happier, calmer kind of thing because they've had their extra time out at night kind of thing. But it's still exhausting trying to teach a puppy things, particularly when they're going through a stage where they're just a rambunctious adolescent that doesn't want to listen or behave properly. Which is why I'm trying to work and find out if part of my funding can be used with this other place to work on getting those things under control, so that Holly and I can get back on track again and I can be able to do more of her stuff at home and that. Because right now she's going through a phase where she's just constantly pushing the boundaries. She is. And apparently Holly's brother, who's also in training to be an assistance dog, is doing exactly the same thing with his Tubi owner as well. So just a work in progress. Got to keep working on things. She gets too worked up. Holly! She gets a bit overworked up trying to get her way as a teenager. If she doesn't have something that Lily has, she would chuck a tanty about it. If she wants something that Lils has got, she goes and chucks a tanty. When she wants to play, she can go a bit overboard right now, kind of thing. But she's just testing waters and seeing what she can and can't get away with, so I'm trying to keep on top of it all. But yeah. Means we're not necessarily getting to a lot of the other stuff though, just because she is so rambunctious right now. But I'm trying to work towards it anyway. Yeah, but I think a bit of help working through this current age gap and the behaviours that are coming with it, I think a bit of help with that is going to be a good thing to help us with being able to move forward sooner. How's the weather there at the moment? Rain on and off, flooded backyard, all the rest. So I did need 9:35 after all. But yeah, we got a bit of a flooded backyard, rain on and off, mud everywhere, cold, freezing cold. We had frost with ice on the pools or water. We have. So we've had the water freeze out in Holly's and Lily's pool and on top of things, and yeah. Typical winter weather right now. It's just a pain because it means the dogs keep walking mud all through the house. And I'll have to try and clean it up tomorrow. And then do some of Holly's training and all of that. I'm going to try and do some of her training and that as well. Yeah. It's winter, isn't it? Yep, it is winter. Certainly is. Start feeling too much worse, I may have to log off, but see how it goes. there still a problem with corona in Australia? I'm not sure. We don't really hear about it a lot. I know they had another outbreak ages a while ago in the start of winter this year, but I don't know if it's still a huge problem or not, because we don't tend to really hear about it anymore these days. Is there a reason you're asking, Vanessa? Were you thinking of coming to Australia or something? Oi! Oi! Holly can get a little too barky when she's trying to get Lils to play and Lils doesn't want to play. And out in the backyard when the neighbours and all of that, I don't want to overdoing it and leading to complaints kind of thing. Holly's usually pretty good and pretty quiet out there, but just she gets quite rambunctious and quite voicey when she wants to play and have attention, or when she's chucking a tanty, she also gets quite rambunctious, voicey, loud. No, the other side of the world for me. Okay, fair enough. I just wasn't sure since you're asking. Because I know a lot of people want to come to Australia, but yeah. I'm sure it's very beautiful there. Yeah, it is. I love it here, but it's obviously like everywhere, it has its moments kind of thing. Sometimes you find some really beautiful spots, other spots aren't as beautiful. It all depends kind of thing. It does. Like someone was recently saying whilst I love the look at the city gardens, I think the rural gardens have a slight edge on them with the rural stuff. Are you living in a big city or rather in the nature? I wish I could live even more in nature than I do, but right now I'm just in a rural city. So it's not a big city, it's just like a rural medium city kind of thing. I don't know how to else to explain that. I don't, but it's like I can't remember, it's population of 90,000 or so where I live. Yeah. $7:32, that's that one. I always like to double check because when I'm tired and having a bit of dizzy spells like now, my memory can tend to fade out and I can tend to do the wrong thing. Like last night I put very close yellow colours in the wrong bag, and so today I had to go through and sort out those yellow colours and get them separated. It's lucky there was just enough difference that with the lighting that I've got that I could tell the difference and remove the different colours from each other. So I got lucky there. But depending on how the dizzy spell goes, if it goes worse or better, depends on if I'll have to cease the stream or not. So I don't really think after everything that's gone on lately you need to see me fainting on camera as well. I doubt you do. Or I doubt you'd want to see that either. Or at least in the midst of fainting anyway. A lot of times I sort of start fainting but I never fully faint. But I don't think it would be very pleasant if I face planted into my diamond painting and the drills. Not to mention I wouldn't want to break anything. That means body parts or diamond painting wise. Right now I just got to make sure that I stay sitting and don't get up too much, because that can exacerbate it. And this is why I haven't really been doing my puzzles and that, because the standing thing is the issue. And the fainting spells and the subluxing joints. And the fact that standing in that leaves me in a lot of pain these days, so just got to work on things over time. I know you have a special puzzle board. Is it not possible to do a smaller puzzle while you're sitting down? I've tried on this table here, but even with the puzzle board it doesn't properly fit and it just starts trying to fall off. It's like with Holly, if she was loose she would basically eat the puzzle pieces before I could stop her, kind of thing. And I've tried doing a puzzle just sitting on this table, and the puzzles are too big for this table by a few centimeters each side, so it's like I've been unable to do that, and the puzzle board doesn't, it's too loose and wobbly sitting on this table, which is a bummer. Oi! Because I have tried working on that. I have thought about trying to get like the bar seat out for working on that, because I got the Ravensburger 18,000 Heavenly Sunset to finish. But the problem with that is then I still have to try and shift it around the table. It doesn't have arms on it, so if I start having fainting spells or whatever, I can still fall off. It's a pain to move around with the wheelchair kind of thing, because that kind of gets in the way of me being able to use my wheelchair in areas, so it's, and I wish that I could put the puzzle table down, but to do that I would have to shift all the dog stuff out, and that is an absolute pain in the butt as well, and causes me a lot of pain as well, so it's annoying. I haven't quite worked out a way that's viable yet, but I'm trying to work on it anyway. I am. I wish I had a different space to put the dog beds and that sort of thing, rather than having to keep them under there. I wish I did. But I'll work it out eventually. I will work it out eventually. I'm certain. It's just time and keeping on trying to think of ideas or solutions or possibilities. But, yeah, I've tried the special tilted puzzle table for on here and everything, and it just, unfortunately, it just kept, like I was testing it before I even put the puzzle on it, it just kept trying to tilt off. It was a bit too big for this table. It was. Which was a bummer, because otherwise I would have been able to start it again, but I don't want to have a whole heap of puzzles in progress again either. I want to be able to just complete some of what I got in progress as well, but yeah, I'm not sort of sure what else I can do right at this point. I'm hoping eventually when I get another OT I can discuss with them about what might be able to happen so that I can do it again. Because there's got to be some way of being able to have something there that I can use, that I can easily move around, that's got arms on it, but that's also not in the way of my wheelchair. Because that's the issue, is the getting in and out of things with my wheelchair, the stuff that I've already got that I'm needing to use, how much space that takes up. Like, because of the puzzle table, it takes up a lot of space. I'd love to create my own craft area and that attached to my bedroom, extend this little room out bigger from my bedroom, but the thing with that is money, and I don't have the money to do that right now, and I'd love to move my puzzles and craft stuff and that out there and have a bit of a better space with good storage and all the rest, but have it also attached to my bedroom so that I can just have a escape or get away from myself in an area kind of thing. But right now it's only limited space with what I've got, and so it's making it very hard to try and figure out ways to be able to do things again, because standing there that doesn't work either, so it's just trying to work it out, I guess. That's annoying because I really want to do it again, but I haven't found a viable way to be able to do it yet. I wish I could come over to help you with it. Yeah, it would be good. There's a lot of stuff in this place, and I'm trying to sort out and go through and work out what's in my stuff that I no longer want and all of that, but like, I honestly can 100% say, like, my craft stuff, my puzzle stuff, my diamond painting stuff, I wouldn't be able to get rid of anything from those, because that's who I am, kind of thing. That's me. And those are the kinds of things I need in my life. And same for, like, I love my books as well, but at one point I was just buying books for the sake of it and trying something new and thinking, oh yeah, I'd like to try classical stories and this and that, and now I'm getting rid of like the classical stories and some of the other types, or trying to get rid of them, just because I've realised really I have no interest in trying to read those ones, and like I'm hoping to get back to the reading, but when I get back to the reading I want to be reading things that I want to read, not things that are, well, I have no interest in, basically. So, but not all the books that I've tried putting up for sale people are interested in, kind of thing. So, like the signed ones that I had, I'll probably keep putting them up for sale or something, or work out the prices and keep doing that. Maybe try the others one more time, but if it doesn't work out, I'm considering taking some of those ones that I'm not interested in to my local Vinnies or something like that, and donating them instead, or seeing if my local library wants some, kind of thing. Just so that I can clear out a bit of space for the things that I really want, if that makes sense. And I want to keep just want to keep the genres of books that I'm really interested in and that I really want to read these days. Like, it may not make as much space as I'm hoping, and I'm pretty certain it'll still be double-row bookshelves with my books and that, and I'll have to cross off. I actually have to go through and see what I've sold and cross off things out of my... I'm trying to cross off the book collections that I haven't kept or that I no longer have to finish. So I tried to have a list of those things. But I also can't afford to finish series these days anyway, so... And all your puzzles, yeah. But I'm kind of hoping that even if the bookshelves are still double stacked, I'm hoping that, like, I've got some books in Mum's room, and I've tried getting some of my books out and they've fallen down the bottom, right down the bottom behind the bookcase, and like some of those things I can't get to, but I'm hoping with time I can get those out of Mum's room so that I can then look into trying to get back to reading and enjoying those ones. And if there's a bit of extra space on some of the bookshelves that would fit some puzzles to sit on them or whatever, that would be good too. And so I'm just really, like, I can't afford storage solutions right at this point, but I'm trying to make the most of what I've got, get rid of what I no longer want, that kind of thing, and look at trying to, how do I say it, trying to make what space I can and fit what things I can. It's like my mum earlier today was saying, oh, you need to go through your clothes then and throw out some of your clothes that no longer fit and stuff like that. And I told her, Well, I don't want to do that because if I can lose weight from the lymphedema stuff and that, then I won't have anything that actually fits me again. So I want to keep them for now. So it's like, to me, it doesn't make sense going and throwing it all out for the little bit that I've got and keep just the little bit that I've got that fits me. And then if my health improves and the lymphedema goes off and all of that, then still not having anything and having to go out and buy more clothes anyway, because my mum was upset that I bought some new clothes recently and things like that, just necessary things that I needed. But it's like, then I'm going to have to go out and buy more stuff again anyway, because then I won't have anything that fits me again. So it's like, to me, it doesn't make sense to go and get rid of my clothes at this point, because the lymphedema swelling and that could come down and go off and that kind of thing. So yeah, and I'm trying to really work on getting properly on my supplements. I'm going to be working on trying to get properly on my diet, avoiding the foods that I technically shouldn't have, all of that. I'm going to be trying to get properly on all that stuff, and I'm hoping as a result it'll help some of that extra lymphedema swelling and that to come off, hopefully. And then hopefully that'll be one less thing my mum is worrying or going on about with solutions and fixes and what she thinks is going on. And that's another reason I want to try and get on top of all my stress and that too, because with my stress I've been breaking my diet a lot because, yeah, I just haven't been coping with all the stress with things. But yeah. And no, you can't thieve any of my puzzles either, Vanessa. Sorry. I just had that random thought. With the, I just noticed the face emoticon next to it. And it's like, nope, you can't thieve my puzzles. I've had a lot of people threaten to do that. Same for raiding my bookshelves. I've had a lot of people threaten to raid my bookshelves as well. I have. Oi! I better go and sort out these two, because they're being rat bags again. They are. They're being absolute rat bags again. You two. Hey, Ollie. Good girls. Sorry, not playtime. I'm busy. Good girl. Yes, sir. But yeah, so all the stress and that, it's kind of been causing me to break my diet, and as a result, well, let's just say I haven't been able to try and get on things as well as I have been. So I'm just trying to really work on getting things in place so that I am a bit more a bit more able to cope better. I'm hopefully able to get a bit more on top of my health, all the rest. That's my goals anyway. And to not have things affect me as much as they were as well. But yeah, what are you doing today, Vanessa? Is it your weekend yet or still a Friday? And if you hear that squeaking, it's Holly. It's not quite yet Saturday here. It's about 29 minutes till Saturday here. It is. Oops, I missed some of these ones. But yeah, no, you can't go raiding my bubbles, Vanessa. Sorry. Today it was a free day. What does that mean? Is that like a public holiday? I'm sorry, Papa, not playtime. It's settle time. It is. Holly wants to play. And it's summer over here. Nice. Don't go banging everything. Yeah, you get it and take it out from there. Thank you, good girl. No, I had a day off at work. Okay, nice. Fair enough. Sorry, Papa, but not playtime right now. Plus, I'm feeling dizzy. Although she could be bringing out the balls and trying to get me to play because she's picking up on my blood pressure and dizziness. Too, because she tends to do that as well when she's picking up on that stuff. She does. And then if I don't pay attention to her with those, then she goes and gets into mischief. She does. There goes. I'm gonna at least try and finish this colour. And then if I'm still feeling fairly average, hey, careful. What are you doing? What are you doing, miss? If I'm still feeling fairly average, I'm going to probably have to head to bed. What are you doing? If you look down there, you can see it between my legs. Hey, Mills. Are you both picking up on it, huh? Two girls. I don't really want to have Holly do the deep pressure therapy stuff on me right now because she's covered in mud. Yes, it's time to go to bed. Yeah, well, I'm just trying to finish this colour first and then considering it. It's just annoying that the minute I start the live stream today, I got dizzy and started feeling average, so. But, just got to take what comes when it comes. There's another one I missed of that colour. How many did I miss of that colour? But I still made some progress, and that's something to be proud of. Yeah, one step at a time. I tell myself, no matter how small it is what I do these days, a little bit is better than nothing, and it's something to be proud of. It is. Hey, what are you doing moving things? Get your... Here you go. Look now. Hey, what are you doing now? Stop moving things. Take it out of there. On. Careful. Thank you. Holly's decided it's playtime. But this is what she does right now when she picks up that I'm starting to not feel well. If you could see the laptop moving or whatever with my face and that was just because Holly kept dropping her ball under that area. And now Lily has the ball. And I've just got to keep an eye that they don't start banging into the computer as it's streaming, or else live cam will start chucking spazzes with the flip, flip, flippity, flip, flip, flip constantly. Okay. Oh, now you've dropped it under the desk. Dogs. Why do you have to put everything... Oh, now you're going to push against the light. Yeah, good one, miss. Hey, careful. Oh. I'm losing my sanity here. Send help. SOS for the dogs. What do you do during the day? Not a huge heap. I slept a lot of today because I just was feeling quite average and just felt like I needed extra sleep. Had my physio come. Haven't really done any training with the dogs. Hey! Miss! Dealing with crazy puppy, of course. Didn't get to the training with Holly yet because I sort of wasn't feeling well and I spent the majority of the day in bed. Then I sort of, hey, Missy, what are you doing now? And Holly is, let's just say a little loopy at the moment, so. Hey! Hey! Come on, out of there. Out of there. Come on, out of there. Take it over that way. So, no, I didn't get to training with Holly today at all. I spoke to Holly's breeder about what's going on. Don't you dare. Hey! Oi! Out of that. Leave. As you can tell, she's going through a phase, so training's not always the most successful anyway. But just did a little bit of work with the diamond painting. Fed the dogs. Spent a lot of the day resting. Hey, leave. Oi, leave the cables alone. Come on. You be good. And she's being an absolute rat bag at the moment with testing and pushing boundaries. So I'm just going to put her outside again for a bit whilst I finish this last bit. Yeah, you. Come on. What? You want to go outside or not? What are you doing? Maybe I'll just put you in a crate. You be a good girl. Come on, Ben. Yes. Yes. Yeah. You want it? Come on. Oops. Okay. Yes. Come on. Good girl. Where you going? Oh, gosh. But yeah, so didn't get to training with Holly much today, and I just was so exhausted because I was coming down from all the anxiety stuff and that I just spent a lot of the day just resting, watched some YouTube stuff. Worked a little bit on the diamond painting stuff. Holly still doesn't fully know how to settle, and right now, as you can see, she's she's pushing a lot of boundaries just because she's going through another learning / life stage kind of thing. And yeah, so I didn't really do a huge heap today. Because of how I was feeling. It was one of those days where I was just not well enough to do a lot, and so I just spent a lot of the day just resting and taking things easy and trying to work through Holly's behaviours as it happened kind of thing when I was up. And obviously fed the dogs. It's pouring rain, so I couldn't really do anything outside with them anyway because of the rain. And yeah, not really a lot. Wasn't really today. Didn't really achieve a lot at all today. But I have those days. I have days where I achieve a lot, like the day before I think I took Holly, I can't remember for sure, but we went out and did some public access training. We did a few minutes of a bit of home training, all that sort of stuff. But that, on top of all the anxiety attacks and coming down from that, I basically just needed a very easy rest day today and spent a lot of the day sleeping and that kind of thing. Excuse me. I don't know that I made any sense with any of that. Did I make any sense, Vanessa, or not? And if so, what are your plans today? It's just a bummer with being sick that you just have those days where you just can't do a lot. It's a bummer. But as I'm starting to realise, you've just got to do your best to I don't know how to say it, just keep moving, just keep doing your best to move forwards kind of thing, and do your best to just do what you can each day, depending on how you feel, and to be proud of. And I'm starting to try and think of it in the fact that rather than being anxious or upset or feeling like I can't do enough or I'm not good enough, all of that sort of stuff, I'm trying to put all of that to the outside of this shield thing and trying to think of, well, at least I achieved a bit of something today. I can be proud of that. I can be happy about that kind of thing. And so I'm trying to be, like, even just getting out of bed, I'm putting that as something to be happy or proud about kind of thing. So I'm trying to change my mindset for how I do things these days, and trying to just focus on things a little more positive. I'm going to start a new puzzle, I think. Nice. It's almost 12 p.m. here. Oh, wow. But yeah, so I'm trying to work on changing around my mindset, how I look at things, all of that, and rather than feeling like, oh, I haven't really done anything today, trying to see, well, what's the little stuff that I have done? What's the little stuff I have achieved? Yes, I may have spent most of the day in bed, but I've achieved a little bit of diamond painting. I at least got out of bed and I fed the dogs. I had them out for a little bit. I know it probably doesn't really seem like an achievement, but getting out for a bit and sitting up out of bed, taking my supplements, just even sitting out watching a movie rather than laying in bed kind of thing. I see all those things as achievements in a day. I do. Even rinsing some dishes is an achievement in my books. I've got a whole heap of dishes I actually need to pack away from the other day. And I typically struggle a lot to wash the dishes, but I kind of needed clean dishes the other day. It left me in pain for a good couple of days or so, but I needed stuff to be able to cook food and do all of that sort of stuff, so yeah. I'm trying to use this protective shield and I've still had periods where I've thought about the bad stuff, where I've thought about the anxiety, where I've thought about all of that other stuff. But I'm now trying to, and where I've sort of gone into it a lot, all of that, but I'm going to be trying to focus on, instead, from in the future, trying to put that stuff on the outside of the shield and just keeping the good things inside, and just the little bits of achievements or little things that work in the day or that I achieve or all of that sort of stuff. And I'm going to be trying to discard the bad stuff out of my head so that it doesn't affect me so much, and trying to use the shield to, I guess, also keep any more bad stuff from going in as well. I'm going to be trying to. So nobody to help you with the household, the groceries. I've been managing to do my groceries thanks to Holly and my scooter. I'm intending on getting home help back in again, but currently my NDIS funds, I didn't have enough money for home help, so haven't had home help for a bit. So I'm going to be working on trying to get all those things set up again, but it is just them actually rolling over my plan thing so that I can get it set up again, which right now they still haven't rolled over my plan and all the rest, so I haven't been able to get things up and running again yet. My last home help people that I had, someone decided to put in a complaint because I asked them to clean the dishes, and so they put in a complaint that my household was a risk, blah 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 blah, and as a result, because I didn't feel up to dealing with someone coming in and reviewing the house and doing this and doing that, I sort of said I can't handle this right now, so they dropped me. So I lost my home help services, pretty much. Sorry, Lil. That phone needs to get out of here. I don't know why you brought in another bone, Holly. And why you leave all your toys in the way. Okay. Well, it's going to be thrown outside. Either way, because you two know that bones don't go in the house. So yeah, I lost my home help services because someone was put out because she was asked to do cleaning and the service didn't say that was in her contract and blah blah blah. So she got put out at that, put in a complaint. I didn't have the energy or feel well enough to deal with it, so I lost my cleaning services. That's like, it was hard anyway because they wouldn't leave a single person on my shift like I wanted. It's too hard for me to be trying to train someone every time just due to how I feel and my health and all of that, and they kept sending in a new person each time expecting me to teach each person how to do the stuff in the house and deal with a different person each time, and it's like, I'm not well enough to deal with that kind of thing. And so I kept trying to ask them to put a single person on, and all of a sudden that person was no longer available on my shift anymore. And I don't know whether it was the person was just didn't want to work here because of the fact that we don't have a lot of modern amenities to make life easier, which would make me be able to do more if we had things like a dishwasher and that. But yeah. I'm trying to remove static right now. But yeah, so it was very hard to get anyone to help. And then I tried contacting someone recently and they said, oh, I'll call you back later kind of thing, blah, blah, blah. Never called me back, but it worked out that I didn't have the money anyway to start something up, so yeah. And then another service, I got rid of them when the lady that I did have, because they put someone permanently on my case and the people kept shifting in and out and that after she left. But I had things being stolen and that by that company, and so I didn't feel like I could trust that company. The boss people were not very pleasant towards me, all of that sort of stuff, and I had a lot of issues with them, so hoping to get somewhere sorted and fix it up again, but yeah. And my mum used to do all the groceries and that, but I don't. I want to do those things myself these days, so I use my scooter and Holly when I feel well enough, and I'll go up and do the fortnight's groceries over a couple of days or stuff like that. Because I want to do that stuff myself now rather than relying on my mum or stuff to do it for me, because I want to have that independence and that to do those things myself. And I know it sounds sad because most people don't enjoy doing their groceries and that, but I really enjoy it because it's been so long since I was able to do them. And so I'm so glad that I've got my scooter, and like Holly is nowhere near fully trained yet, but I've got my scooter, I've got Holly, and I can go up and do a bit of those things myself, which is good because it gets me out of the house and also gives me a sense of joy, a sense of freedom, sense of independence, the ability to do more things for myself like I want. And so I wouldn't want someone to be going and doing my groceries anymore, because it takes away that independence and that ability for me to do more of those sorts of things myself. When my mum was doing it all the time, like, I appreciated her doing it. I appreciated her helping me with the groceries and paying for the groceries and that for a while. But what I really wanted was to be able to do them myself again. I really want the independence to do those things myself, which is part of the reason that which is a lot of the reason why I got the scooter on my plan. It's a lot of the reason why I got why I'm working so hard with training Holly, because those things at the end of the day are going to give me the independence and the ability to do those things on my own without having to rely on someone else, which is what I want. Like, every now and then I still need to ask someone for help, but I love having the ability to go out and do my own groceries on my own these days, without having to have someone there or rely on someone to be there and for me to feel safe and all the rest, because Holly helps me feel safe. Like, hasn't learnt how to alert or anything yet, but she allows me to do a lot more than I used to be able to do, and it's amazing. So I don't really want someone helping me with the groceries anymore or doing the groceries for me, because it means so much for me to be able to do those things for myself, because that's what I really want at the end of the day, and what I'm trying to work towards is towards finding my own independence, my own ability to do things and all the rest. Like home help, yes, I do need help with that, but it's just waiting for my plan to roll over, trying to get things set up again, trying to find someone that'll take me on, blah, 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 blah. And as of yet, I don't have the money in my NDIS plan because they didn't allocate enough money for me to be able to do everything that I needed to, or to cover everything I needed to, because they left me with the same amount of funds. But they took money out of those funds and put them towards other areas that we can't touch. And as a result, there is not enough money in the core funds for me to have home help and everything as well at this point. So what I've done temporarily, and I'm still waiting for them to roll it over a couple of months later, and I'm guessing they're going to hold off till my plan ends. But what I'm going to try and do is get it rolled over, and then I'm going to try and get things sorted and set up so that we can work on getting a review and then getting everything readjusted and set up to try and get more money in that next review. That's the goals anyway. But some things I don't really want home help. I don't really want someone to go and do the groceries or whatever for me, because I want to be as independent as possible, and I love being able to do those things myself, which was the point of getting my scooter and training Holly and all the rest, so that I could do all those sorts of things myself. I still need help on occasions, but regularly these days with my scooter and Holly, and she's not even anywhere near fully trained yet, I'm able to go out and do all my groceries myself these days. I can't say it doesn't wear me out or make me feel not great afterwards, but and working with Holly when I do that takes a lot of energy and effort and is hard, but at the end of the day it is so worth it for the independence it grants me. It is. That's just my feelings anyway. It is. But I'm going to be working on trying to get things back set up. When the plan rolls over, so then I can go and look into getting a review and getting more money added after this. Like, I still need support workers to go on trips and all of that sort of thing, even with Holly. But at least I can travel and stuff now thanks to Holly, whereas before I couldn't. So I just had too bad anxiety and stuff about travelling and going away from home and all of the rest. But I'm just grateful that I've got more independence and ability to do more things for myself these days than I used to be able to, which is a good thing. And I'm so grateful for the opportunity to have more independence than I did. And every time I go out, I just feel such a sense of joy because I'm able to get out and do those things myself, for myself. But that was the point of getting Holly and all of that, so that I could be more self-reliant, more independent. And she's not anywhere near fully trained yet. But I'm so grateful for her every day. I am. And I'm so grateful for Lily every day in my life as well. I'm lucky to have both of them. I have to go. Good night for you. See you soon. Yeah, I'll see you soon. I was just thinking about heading off anyway, so I will talk to you later. And thank you for joining the live stream anyway. And I hope you have a good day. But yeah, I'll get there with things. I just have to keep believing and keep taking one slow step at a time. And things will all work out in time. I truly believe that. So yeah, I'll talk to you later anyway. Bye.